Stay tuned till the end to see this color outside and for a huge channel update.
Man, look at that. This thing's gonna be sick.
A lot of you guys seemed interested in me sharing the color that I'm gonna be painting my car, but not only that, you also seemed interested in wanting to know exactly how I formulated the color that I'm gonna be painting my car. Now, the base coat of this is gonna be Mercedes 260, which is a green color. This is a color that Mercedes used in the 90s in Europe. So that's gonna be our base. Now, my goal is to get that base coat to go from green to white. So I want my car to look green straight on, but at angles, I want it to flop to white. So it should look white at some angles and green straight on. Now, when you're trying to do something like this, the number one thing you have to be careful of is that you don't milk out the face of the color. So I want to keep that Mercedes 260 as close to the original color on the face as possible. So there's a few things that I had to consider when making my Pearl Coat.
So the first thing you have to do with any Pearl Coat is add your binder or your clear additive. So ours is T490. We need 100 grams of that. Actually, I have to reduce this. So we need 66.7 grams of that. 66.6, close enough. The next thing we're gonna add is our T491. This is a matte base. So essentially what T491 does is it opens the pearls up and it lightens the flop, which is what we want because we're trying to go from green, a dark color, to white, a light color. You can see here, T491 gives a more coarse flake appearance and lightens the flop. This is our tinting guide, and this is how I made this Pearl Coat. So we need to go to 72.7. There we go. And the next thing we need is T403 Micro White. So what this is gonna do is it's gonna help us subtly go from that green face to the white flop without affecting the green face too much. This is a very gentle white. It's used for adjusting the flop, which is exactly what I'm trying to do here. So 74.7, 74.6, close enough. Now, next, we're using T4705 liquid metal. This is what's in that god-awful 46V. This is gonna give us our strongest push towards white. If we look here, T4705, it's gonna give us a gray flop. So this is the face, this is the color family, and this down here is the flop. If we're trying to go from green to white, we want to add things in like light blue, which I forgot to mention that T403, it gives a light blue appearance on the flop. So we want to go for things like light blue, silvers, grays, things like that. Things that will help us transition to that white flop from the green face without affecting the green face too much. So we need 76. You don't want to add too much of this. This stuff is very strong. Now, of course, if we want a white flop, we need our white pearls. So we have 452, which is a fine white pearl, and we have 451, which is an extra fine white pearl. Another thing we have to be very careful with because these two can milk out the face. So you'll see here in 451, I have 2 grams. 452, I have 1.3 grams because 452 is a bigger pearl. So we're gonna add our 452. We need 77.3 and our 451, 79.3. Now, the last tint that we added was Lapis Sunlight T4035. This is a color shifting pearl. So it goes from gold to green to blue. Now, I know you're thinking, how does that make sense? How is that gonna give you a white flop? I'm gonna add this in and then I'll explain to you exactly how it's gonna do that. 81.3.
So essentially it's gonna go from gold to green to blue. What's important about that is 2 things. The first thing is it's gonna give us the color travel effect, which we need when we're trying to go from one color to another. The second thing is the gold on top of a green base is gonna be absorbed by the green. So essentially you're not gonna see the gold. Obviously then from gold it goes to green. The green is gonna be absorbed by our base coat because it's also green. So what we have left is the bright bluish reflection, which over green is cooler or whiter. Now I'm gonna reduce this and we're gonna go in the booth and we are going to spray our little car and see how it looks.
Now, the first thing we have to do is get our base down. I'm gonna be shooting it straight over this white since my car is white and I want the color to flop to white. You want a light brown coat. So we're going with this. Now, before I show you guys the base color, I want to mention, I may end up making this base a touch darker and a touch bluer. All right, so here's our color. We're gonna do 2 coverage coats. And we're gonna do 1 control coat. Look at that. I'm not a green guy, but man, that's a nice green color, isn't it? It looks slightly bluer on camera than it does in person. It's actually more green in person. All right, we are all set for our pearl coat. Now, normally when I put a pearl coat on, I put it on like a control coat or a drop coat. But when I paint my car, I'm gonna put it on pretty wet. I'm gonna do 2 wet coats, just like this. And it's gonna look extremely blue at first right now because the clear additive has a strong blue hue to it when it's wet. So I'll dry this off and throw 1 more wet coat on. And then what I'll do is I'll do a drop coat or an orientation coat into my second wet coat of pearl, just to make sure everything sits nice and evenly and that I'm spraying this spray out card the same way I'm gonna spray my car. Okay, now our orientation coat. And that's it. We're gonna let this thing dry off and then we'll clear it and see how it looks.
Now, another option that I have or that you have if you're doing a custom paint job is you could also stack your pearls in your clear coat. In this case, I'm not gonna do that because I really don't wanna milk out the face of the color. I really wanna make sure my car is this color when you're looking at it straight on. And when you start stacking your pearls in your pearl coat and your clear, they kind of just take over the entire base color of the car.
All right, here's how we're looking, all flashed off. I got 2 ounces of clear mixed up here. We're gonna throw 1 coat of clear on this thing. And that's it. I may still do some final adjusting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let's take a look in a little bit different lighting. Before I show you guys this thing outside, I want you to remember there's an important message coming at the end of this video. Don't miss it.
When I go in the tree, when you cross the chicken, oh, it's you, man.
From a mile away, you'll know it's me. So here's the color outside. You can see how it's flopping from green to white. Very strong. Let me know what you guys think, if you like it, if you love it, if you hate it. I think it's pretty sick. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it and got any value out of it, or if you were entertained, if you could, drop a like, comment, and maybe even subscribe. Until the next time. Peace. Now, obviously, you guys know I'm getting ready to repaint my car. And we're gonna do a full series, start to finish, on the project. Now, I would have started this project already, but there's a reason I haven't. I can't tell you exactly what that reason is just yet, but what I can tell you is it encouraged me to cancel all of the current paid YouTube members to my channel because I wanted to start new levels of memberships to my channel. And there's a very big reason for that, and it has to do with the reason why I'm waiting to repaint my car. Now, I can't be too direct, but I can say it's probably the greatest achievement of my entire life. And I'm going to be able to share that with one of you. In order for me to share that with you, you have to be a member of the Spraywork YouTube channel. There's 3 tiers. Each tier will get you entries to potentially be that one person who I get to share this incredibly amazing moment with in my life. Now, that's not going to be the only time one of the members of this channel gets to win something for free. This is going to be an ongoing thing. I'm hoping I can get it to the point where it's monthly, but right now I can't promise an exact time frame on how often I'll be able to do that. All I can say is every month that you're a member, based on the tier that you sign up for, you will be accruing entries to be a winner. So I highly encourage you, if you're a constant viewer and supporter of this channel, to go ahead and take a look at those membership tiers and pick whichever one suits you best. I chose to go about it this way because I need to make sure that it's going to a channel supporter, because what I'm giving away means more to me than you could even imagine. And when the time comes, which it will be within the first 2 weeks of November, you'll understand why it means so much to me. Anyway, that's all I had to say. Very important message. I hope you take it seriously. It's not worth missing out on.